Good morning. Thank you. Welcome. Share it. Share this program. Share this program. Very important.
Cannot happen in Biafra land. No idiot can come from anywhere to any inch or parcel of Biafran forest. It is not doable inside there. That is why I am making this presentation live, at least for those of you who may have on Instagram, that I am on Instagram and I'm live. If you want to see a live video of this very broadcast, it is there. You can and should be able to see it. Anywhere in Biafra land we confront terrorists, we shall meet them down. We know that they are part of the police, and Danjuma himself, General T.Y. Danjuma himself, testified before the British Parliament that the army of police are colluding in the conquest of indigenous populations in Nigeria. And we are no exception to that very old and sinister conspiracy. The police we have in our land are terrorists in uniform. The army we have in Biafra land are basically terrorists. They are there to aid and to support Fulani Janja with advancement to them. And we are there to stop them, and we'll continue to stop them. A few days ago, we empower men and women of the Northern Command of East Security Network. When we said Northern, people were confused. Biafra land is a nation. We have Northern Biafra, we have the South, which is the coastal region, we have the East, and we have the West. When I talk about the Northern Command, I'm talking about the northern part of Biafra land, which incidentally starts from Benue State. So nice to be there. If you don't want us to be in Benue State, quietly go back to Abuja and appeal to them. Tell them, these Igbo people in Benue, have them back into Ebonyi State, where they or Enugu State, as the case may be. Therefore, anybody, one thing about Nigeria is that they tend to defend the aggressor. It is in their DNA. in Nigeria to always support evil. That is why this very newspaper publication, I don't have a means of putting it here on Instagram where I am broadcasting. See my face and my fashion, but it will be on my Facebook page. If you go there, you will see it. This publication was made on January 23 of 2021. It is a front page news by Vanguard. I want you to understand how an average Nigerian thinks, how they reason, why I think that Nigeria itself is a curse upon humanity. There on the front page, you will see, we will kill all policemen and take over Edo State. Fulani Janjaweed. Those they claim foreigners. These people they told us are foreigners. They come from Mali, from Senegal, from Gambia, from heaven knows where, from Niger, from Chad, from Latin Cameroons. But they are in Nigeria. After killing us, they will not turn around and tell us to absorb them. That is why anybody, any PG, any greedy, avaricious fool, stupid enough to give any of our land to Fulani Janjaweed, you are finished. That was a man in Enugu that tried the same nonsense. Go and ask him where he is today. We take no prisoners. You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all cost. At all cost. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that it's come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God up earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody. I understand that the Sadikin Fulani of Lagos went to see the U.S. ambassador to Nigeria in Lagos a few days ago. And a message, or should I say information coming out of the U.S. mission, they said, is to foster habitation and unity, that diversity is strength. And I want to lay that particular nonsensical narrative to bed before I continue any further. Anybody telling you about strength in diversity, that person and the deceiver. And the U.S. ambassador is a liar and a deceiver. One thing they don't teach we Africans is this. No country exists on a foundation of multiculturalism. There is nowhere in. Listen to me. All this nonsense, even the crap that was coming up with, telling you about diversity is our strength, not rubbish. Allow me to repeat, there is no country on earth that survives on a bedrock of multiculturalism. It doesn't exist. That is why multiculturalism in Africa is dead on arrival. It can never work. We are tribal beasts by nature. We are tribal nature. That is why we travel from wherever we are during New Year's, during Christmas, during Easter, during New Year festival to go back home where we come from. Because that is where we identify with. Now, let me ask the U.S. a very simple question. Is United States of America cultural society? U.S. that was created and built in Europeans. U.S. was created, should I say, created by God, of course, built by Western Europeans, mostly English people that was fed up with the way of life of the English monarchy from Mary Rose. I want to ask the U.S. ambassador, I want to teach Africans who don't know this. There is no country that functions on this multi-ethnic, nowhere in the world, not even the USA, that was created by people indigenous to America. The owners of the soil of America are Native American Indians. That is a fact of life. God gave America to Western Europe and gave them a special grace to be the beacon and the light and the conscience of the world. They knew that if he had left all these wonderful people in Europe, they would become contaminated. He removed them from Europe, sent them to America, built a wonderful nation as a shining light and a beacon for the whole world to look up to. Even that America that was built from scratch by people who are not indigenous to the land is not multicultural. Why am I saying this? America was founded on the principles of Judaism Judeo-Christian, Greco-Roman, democratic value systems. I repeat, that is not multicultural. They accommodate other races and other nations. Yes, they can accommodate you. But where you're coming into, the bedrock, the foundation of America is based on Christian principles, Greco-Roman political ideology, which is republicanism. America is Western Europe. The value systems of Western Europe. Judeo-Christian, Greco-Roman, Republican governance. Had America been a multicultural society, they would have space for Sharia. I'm now addressing the US ambassador to try to tell them to stop deceiving people. We are educated, we went to school for a reason. We're enlightened, and we have our brain intact. There is no country on this earth that runs on this will multiculturalism. It doesn't happen. What you have are established order and value systems upon which cultures can now coexist. If you go to America, you coexist under the provisions of the United States Constitution. And the US Constitution is a Christian constitution, not Islam. America is not multicultural, but under that bedrock, liberty and egalitarianism, you allow other cultures to come in. But first of all, they must swear allegiance to the or take an oath to the Constitution of the USA. That is something that the US ambassador never told the Janjaweed that went to visit her. The same way that Nigeria cannot function as a viable entity. Will Shenka knows what I'm talking about. I'm even sure somebody who claims he's learned, as Bishop Coker is, understand about. No country on this earth. The value system of the state of Israel is based on Judaic principles. The value system of Russia is entirely theirs, is based on theirs. It's a Russian time from times of the Tsar. If you go to Saudi Arabia, it is essentially a Sharia Islamic state. You can live there, no problem. You can build your churches if you want. I think they've not allowed churches to be built. But it is never Japan is not a multicultural society. China is not. They can accommodate you. But that doesn't mean they have more. This is the type of nonsense they feed Africans. And we fall for that very gimmick of multiculturalism. At the end of the day, you end up with a useless contraption like Nigeria. You don't have any value system that anybody anywhere can define. If I talk about the USA, I can talk about hamburger in the USA. Talk about what else do they have in the USA? Hamburger. You can talk about what's it called? What are the traditional dishes? Apple pie, and all the rest of it. You can say that these are American dishes. If you go to the UK, you can talk about maybe mashed potato and bangers and mash, which is sausage and mashed potato as a meal. That's understandable. But I ask you, if you come to Nigeria, what is the national dish of Nigeria? Does a Fulani Janjaweed eat a egusi? Where we come from? Does an Igbo man eat a wedu soup? The answer is no. So on what basis is so-called multicultural foundation going to be laid upon? On what? We are not one people. We may be black and the Africans, but we're not one people. Not even one religion. If Britain cannot stay in an EU that is entirely Christian, EU is entirely Christian. Britain left. Nigeria, you don't know if Nigeria is Christian or if it is Islamic. So for me to accept the multiculturalism being preached by the US ambassador, I have to embrace Islam as my religion. And some of you get taken in by all this rubbish. And I feel sorry for you. Yeah, sometimes when I say they say I'm being very arrogant. If you're educated, you will understand that no nation is multicultural. They allow, it doesn't mean they're multicultural. They have a viable space where multicultural ideas or identities can thrive. But the foundation has to be monolithic. It has to be one dominant value system. That's how it is all over the world. Don't let anybody fool you otherwise. That is the same reason why you have this anomaly. In a so-called republic, you have royal fathers in a republic. because you are trying to shuffle multiculturalism. You're trying to marry the feudal system of the North, the monarchical system of the West, and the Republican system in the East, to marry them into one. And what you have is entirely rubbish, and that's why Nigeria can never work. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Competing value systems. Everybody wants their own value system to be subsumed under another person's value system. This is Ambassador never told you. But here I am telling you today. Because if you come here, you come educated. If you come here, you become enlightened. If you come here, you stop being a zoo animal, you become a human being. That is why we are the largest and, of course, the most consistent broadcasting platform insofar as Africa is concerned, right across the world. Millions listen to us because they know we preach the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That is why this very day, because you are in one Nigeria, in multiculturalism, the army will come to Olo to defend Fulani Janja with living in our forests. We went to Olo to defend our people. They came, they arrested the clerics. Men of God arrested all of them. How many times have you heard that imams were being arrested in the north, that villages were being invaded in the north, and imams being arrested? Only in Biafra land. And this is your multiculturalism. This is a place somehow to pretend that all is well when we know that it is not. And that is where Fulani headsmen openly boast about conquest. Benue State is one. That is why I feel sorry for the idiots talking rubbish from Benue. They came and they made the same bold claim on Edo State. And I quote, "We will kill all policemen and take over Edo State." Vanguard publication of January 3, 2021, this year. Only 2 months ago. Nothing happened to them. Only the Fulanis can lay claim to land that doesn't belong to them, and nobody. When you try to respond, they come against you. And your average foolish Nigerian who cannot reason properly, they're not educated very well, will side with your oppressor. It's only in Nigeria becomes the accused. You came into Olo, Popos Adama tried to give you land in Olo to build a Fulani settlement. So, to talk about Olo crisis, and now they're trying to blame IPOB, they're trying to blame Eastern Security Network. All of you are aware of the fact that Nigeria Army and Nigeria Fulani Janja with terrorism uniform. The newspapers, all the articles, everywhere, the national discourse is replete with instances of Fulani being supplied by the military, as I'm going to listen to later on. But nothing happens. When you try to fight back, you become the victim. And we are saying we are fed up of being victims. We can no longer be victims anymore. We'll kill you. I'm saying it live on video, so you can share the video all over the world if you want. And to kill us, we'll kill you. As simple as that. It may take us some time, but eventually we'll win. In the end, we always win. As I wonder in Benue, we are in Benue. We're not living there until we are certain that the lives and properties of our people are firmly secured. We learn to stop blaming the victims. This world will be a better place. I'm directing this very statement to the U.S. Ambassador, to the UK High Commissioner, the EU presence in the zoo, and the UN as well. I know all of you will do nothing, so you're not going to help us. That's obvious. We know that for sure. But we have something that you do not have. We have the grace, the might, and protection of God Almighty in heaven. And we know that God exists. And as my name is Nnamdi, my Redeemer liveth, as long as God lives in heaven, all of you have triumphed against us. I said it before. And you said he failed. We know why he failed. Said the time wasn't right. I want to show them, my children, what is called Biafra, that very kingdom. They have to fight their way into it. If there is the option you leave for us, then by all means, we will oblige you. But Biafra must come, or we all die. It's as simple as that. There is no alternative. People must understand the rage that is boiling within us. You must understand how angry we are. We know to you, but we're very, very angry, believe me. And by the time we are done with Nigeria, the name won't exist. That I can assure you. You people are now beginning to see the type of madness that we are capable of unleashing. And more is coming. And I do not hide it because you hate us anyway. This conspiracy against Biafra, for no reason, we've done nothing wrong to anyone. But you despise us and you hate us. You want us to die because God gave us oil and gas. You want to take over our land. It's not going to happen. And we're not apologizing or begging anybody to please read this letter. They are raping our women. They raped our women. Did you do anything about it? They went to the UK High Commissioner. They were telling them, oh, we can't do anything about it. Rape victims. But you're doing something about defending Fulani. You are defending Fulani. But rape victims in front of you cannot defend them. And you're neutral. And you want Nigeria to continue. So you want me to stay in a Nigeria where my women will be raped every day. Nobody will do anything about it. And I'll be clapping for you. One Nigeria, I'll be clapping for you. Check it, people everywhere. People are insane. You want me to stay in a country where the Fulani police and soldiers can come and take out, rape them anyhow they like, even before they release them the charge. Do you know how much we have spent? We have spent nearly 9 naira to secure the release of people who were raped, victims of state crime. Britain didn't say anything. UN never uttered a word. EU nothing. And you want me to be in that country? I think some people are very, very insane indeed. If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop. God knows we can never stop until Biafra is restored. We're peace-loving people. We abhor death and killing of another soul. It's in our nature, that's how we are. But because of that, they have been coming and killing us all these years. We've kept quiet. They've been killing and killing and killing quiet. We have a case at the ICC. We have a case at Africa Union. We have a case of, what else again? Pending before the UN in New York. We've been to Geneva to tender our case. Before UN, till today, nothing. In fact, the more we complain to them, the more they come to abduct and rape our children, the more they come to kill us, the more they want to take over our land and our forests. And who told them that's going to be possible in our time? In a movement that I lead, you think you can come into our land and take it? Oh dear. That means you don't know who we are. 30 pastors arrested for doing nothing. Have you heard about any imams being arrested in the north? No. Do you want me to stay in one Nigeria with you after this level of injustice? Is that what you think? No, it is not going to happen. Not now, not tomorrow. There are two things plaguing them in the zoo: lies and deceit.
So good morning. Good morning, Biafrans. Chibike. Good morning from here. Emenike, I see you. Good morning from here. Thank you for joining us. Chinenye, I see you. Chibike, Emenike, I see you. Tego Lord. No sound? Is the sound not coming out? Please, if the sound is not coming out, let me know. Is my voice not audible, please? I see where Rage said no sound at the initial stage, right? But now the sound is okay. Please confirm that you can hear me clearly. Confirm that you can hear me clearly. Rage, can you hear me now? Nenna, welcome. Charles, Audrey, I see you. Irene, thank you for joining us. Can you hear me? Please confirm that you can hear me clearly. Confirm that you can hear me, please. Eukarya, good morning from here. Can you hear me, Eukarya? Can you hear me, Eukarya, please? I need you to type on the comment section that you can hear me clearly. So nobody can hear me. Is that true? Nobody can hear me. Is that true? A fact? Is that a fact? Please, I want to know that everyone can hear me, please. I want to be sure that everyone can hear me. But the sound is here. I want to hear that everyone can hear me, please. Please, can anybody hear me? Okay, thank you so much, Big Ben. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, BIAFRANS, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location and depending on your time. I really welcome every one of you to this questionnaire this morning. Thank you for being part of this program. We are not going to waste time. We are going to go straight to the point. And I play the voice of our leader, Mazin Nandekano, for every one of us to understand where we are coming from. Because it is the voice of our leader that really made us to be here. It is our leader that woke each and every one of us up. It is our leader that awoke the subconsciousness of every one of us. So each time we hear his voice, he had something very important to tell us for us to listen. And the reason why this program this morning is because of what our leader, Mazin Nandekano, have said. And because of what our Prime Minister has also said. And because of what our acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, said. And because of what the gallant men and women in Biafran territory, what they are saying. That is the reason why I think it's very necessary that we remind our people once again that our land is under very serious threat and siege. Those who are coming to our land are not our friends. Those whom the Nigerian government are sending to our land, they are not our friends. They are our enemies. They are not our brothers. They are not our sisters. They are not friends to the Biafran nation. I can tell you that they are enemies of the Biafran people. And you know what an enemy does? An enemy will do everything humanly possible to bring you down. It is only a friend that can give you a helping hand. It is only friends that can assist you. It is only friends that can encourage you. It is only a friend that can come and ask you, what can I do for you? It is only a friend that when he hears your voice, he can come and ask you, what is the problem? Where can I be of help to you? Your enemies will always find a way to bring you down. And we have numerous enemies in our land. The Nigerian government is enemy number one. Using the Fulanis, the saboteurs are enemy number two. The terrorists also are enemies, but all of them falls into that one Nigeria, because it is the Nigerian government that is pushing and funding all these people to come to our land. It is the Nigerian government that is encouraging them, that is arming them, that is bankrolling them to come to our land and take it over. It is also the Nigerian government that are bankrolling the Sabos, paying their bills, encouraging them to sabotage what we are doing. So while we have these enemies, we are not going to fold our hands and watch these enemies take over our land. It will be a taboo, it will be a shameful thing. Wherever your ancestors, my ancestors are this morning, if they hear or have a feeling that the land that they left for you is being overrun and taken over, they are not going to be happy about that. They have protected that land for ages, for generations, for decades, and that land was secured by them. So at this time, for them to now look from the world beyond and see that that land is slipping out of your grip, they are going to curse the day that they gave birth to you as a Biafran, anywhere that you are. You may feel that you are comfortable in America. You may feel that you are comfortable in United Kingdom. You may feel that in Europe you are secure, in America, in Asia, in Africa, even in that contraption, Nigeria. You may feel that you have arrived because you can put food in your table, because you have properties here and there. You may feel that you have arrived. But I want to let you to understand that your land has not arrived. Your land is still not free from slave masters. Your land is still very much occupied. And for your arrival to be complete, you have to make sure that you secure your land. This is very, very important. You have to make sure that you secure your land. Once your land is secured, then once your land is secured, then you can say that you have arrived. But as things are right now, you have not arrived, my brothers and my sisters, irrespective of how much money you have in your bank account, how much properties you have, how many cars you have not arrived, because your people are still under intense subjugation and bombardment from the terrorist Nigerian state. So this morning, I bring a very important information for you Biafrans and non-Biafrans as well. If you are a Biafra, if you are a friend of Biafra, if you are a lover of freedom, and more importantly, if you are business oriented, I want you to come very close. And I want to appeal to our brothers and sisters that have joined me this morning. Please, I want you to share this. I want you to share this broadcast, because it is very important that we have a very large fan base. It is that we have a lot of people to join us to listen so that they can get something out of what we are saying. More importantly, those people that love business, those people that are business minded and profit minded or profit oriented, those people that really want to make money for their generation and for themselves. I want you to come very, very close, because this broadcast is for people like you. It's for everyone anyway. But more importantly, this is a business arena at this particular time. What is the essence of business? What is business? Because we say here the topic is that the BRGIE, Biafran Republic Government in Exile, offers profit-oriented business opportunity to all and sundry. Yes. And you will ask, what is business? Business, in the real sense of it, refers to an organization or an enterprise or an enterprising agency or entity engaged in commercial, industrial, or professional activities with the primary goals of generating profit or providing goods and services to meet market demands. That is business. Business also involves the organized effort of individuals or groups to produce, to sell, or trade goods and services, often within a structured system that includes management, operations, and financial processes. It depends on the kind of business that you want to do. It can vary in size and in prospect. So, the sole aim, the sole responsibility, anybody that is embarking on a business venture outside the goods and services that you provide to the people, outside the movement of goods and services that you provide for the people, outside the business opportunities, the sole aim of establishing a business is to make profit. When you wake up in the morning and you have a business that you have, that you are managing, or when you have a company that is yours, the reason why you set up that company, outside providing services to the people, is to be able to make profit out of it. Profit oriented business, that the sole aim of setting it up is not profit. Call it large scale or small scale business. Okay? Outside the goods and services, outside deliverance of all these goods and services, all these that are associated with business, the sole aim, the only reason why that business will continue to thrive. If there are profits that accrue to that business, that is the only reason that that business will continue to progress and multiply. So even as you are growing, there is nobody, everybody is business minded and everybody is profit oriented or profit minded. Yes, there is no venture, nothing whatsoever that you do that you don't want to gain from it. Anything that you are doing, you want a gain from it. That is business. Okay? Even out of pleasure, that is business. So the Biafra Republic government in exile have looked at the world, looked at Biafrans, and looked at the society, and knows that whatever one does in order to progress, to prosper, to make a living, all are businesses and all are profit oriented. So it is very important that Biafrans understand that the Biafran Republic government in exile understand their plight and understand their condition, understand the situation of everyone. And there is no business that you embark upon that you are sure of having profit, returns that are up to 100% interest returns or profit on it. Some businesses go sour. There are business that you embark upon at the end of the day, instead of making profit, you lost or you lose or the business will crash. And all depends on the management, and all depends how what you envisaged before you took up that business challenge or that business project. So the Biafra Republic government in exile considered all these things. Consider that for business to go on, you have to invest on it. And for you to set up a business, you also need money. Business is not something you can just come up and you use your mouth to define how it's going to be. No. You use your resources to set up these businesses, hoping that in return you can get back your money and as well get profit on it. It is that profit that you are making out of that business that will propel you, encourage you, stimulate you, strengthens you to go ahead, to continue on it and advance on that business and increase it in quality and in quantity. Okay? It is the profit that you make that will determine how far that business can go. So business, there are so many things that are attached to business outside profit and loss. In fact, profits and loss are the two things that intermarry in business, because it's either you make a profit or you lose. And if you are a good businessman, you don't always think about the profit. You will have the profit at the front, at the back of your mind, right? Yeah, because you can never be a pessimist. You can, when you are undertaking in a business venture, don't be a pessimist. you can always be an optimist, be somebody who is, visionary, somebody who have that, prospect of always on the positive side. You have to be positive in every business venture that you embark upon, because if you are a negative, you have a negative mindset to enter into a business, more or less, eventually, because of that negativity you have already attached to the business will be a failure. And the Biafran Republic government in exile understand all this, understand that Biafrans and non-Biafran, that everybody wants to make money from business. In fact, that is the sole aim of setting up a business, making profit. And the Biafran government have been able to bring out a plan. This plan is for Biafrans. This plan is for non-Biafrans. Anybody at all can embrace this plan. Anybody can embrace this plan, depending on how much you want to invest on that plan. That special plan, that special project, that offer that the Biafran Republic government in exile is bringing to the general public, to Biafrans and non-Biafrans, is what we call the special IOU loan. The Biafran Republic government in exile, like I said earlier, understand that the sole aim of you setting up your businesses is for you to make profit. And that is the reason why the government of Biafra have put profit to be in the forefront of this business prospect, that is, we want every Biafran and non-Biafran as well to embrace. This is very, very important. And I want Biafrans to understand that this special IOU loan is very, very important, that Biafrans and non-Biafrans embrace it at this particular time. Biafra wants to encourage the businessmen and women who are from Biafran extract and non-Biafran extract. The government of Biafra want you to know that he wants to encourage you in the business ventures that you have embarked upon. And that is why it has brought out this special loan program for you as a Biafran and non-Biafran to embrace. This IOU loan is a special project of the Biafran Republic government in exile. It's a project that is beneficial. It's a project that is going to last only for a limited period of time. For those of you who actually don't understand what this IOU loan means, this IOU loan means a process whereby you can lend the government your money depending on your capacity, and the return pays you the gain, pays you your profit, and also reimburse you the money you loan to it 100% without any hitch. One moment, please. I want to.
If not for the coming of IPOB, of Radio Biafra, all of you would have ignorance that Ojukwu caused a war. That's what they were writing. Britain helped them to write it. Ojukwu was a rebel, a secessionist, because we had no media. That is why they're paying Facebook billions upon billions of US dollars to stop this truth from coming out. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Gowon is alive, go and ask him. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Ojukwu went and negotiated restructuring with you in Aburi. You came back. Britain told you not to agree because Britain realized that all the component units of Britain knows that if you go back to regionalism, you will have economic growth. The country will do very well. But Britain doesn't want it. Even instigated the.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just back. Thank you for being here. So, like I was saying, the special IOU loan is a project the government wants to use to encourage Biafrans to embrace and get back a guaranteed profit in a certain period of time. Then the special IOU loan, it allows Biafrans and non-Biafrans to lend money depending on your capacity or capability to lend money to the Biafran Republic government in exile. And the Biafran Republic government in exile, in turn, guarantees you, it gives you a guarantee, signed, sealed guarantee of full repayment of that amount lent to it, plus 100% interest when freedom is restored and Biafran government is fully established in the homeland. Now, you see, most of Biafrans and non-Biafrans are in Nigeria. Some are in abroad, and some have a fixed deposit amount into their various banks accounts. Some put their fixed deposit for 5 years, 6 years, 100 years. Some even left their own there because they have too much money that they cannot even touch those ones. They leave it in the banks. Okay. And they even leave it for their children's children. Okay. And you know what Nigerian bank is all about? Nigerian bank cannot be relied upon. Nigerian bank cannot be trusted. Nigerian bank is not guaranteed, cannot guarantee you give. If you put your money in fixed deposit for 10 years, that money profit may not come to it. And the profit that may come to it may be second to nothing, may be absolutely nothing. So, but in this case, the Biafran Republic government in exile is giving you a business prospect. Telling, I understand that you are a businessman, you are a businesswoman. And I understand that the reason why you are into business is to make profit, safeguard your money, and increase your earnings, and increase your business or expand your business. I understand that. Then this is the reason why I want you to give me that your money that you wanted to use, or you have put in the fixed deposit, or you just don't know what to use it for, or you don't know which business you can engage with it that is going to give you profit, a guaranteed profit. Because most people don't want to lose in business. They don't want to lose. They want to make money, profit, profit. Government understand that. Then Biafran government is telling you, give me that your money. I can guarantee you profit. I can guarantee you 100% profit on that investment that you are using that money to do. And I am going to pay you that money the same way you gave it to me. I'm going to give you back, and as well give you 100% interest on that same money that you gave to me. And I will guarantee a full responsibility to pay that money in full. Biafra is fully restored. In other words, it is that money, because the Biafran government don't have that financial muscle. It needs money to make Biafran to come. And you are going to ask, oh, how is the government going to pay you this money if Biafra is restored? It is very simple. Very, very simple. I want you to understand, first of all, that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, told us that Biafra is not going to be based on these resources. Biafra will be intelligently minded nation. We are going to make use of our brain in order to generate, in order to develop our land. But outside that, the reason why Nigerian government is so focused on Biafran territory, they are not letting go, is the resources that we have in Biafran territory. And that reminds me, let me tell you the reason why the government demanding that you loan it money is because the government is not in charge of the resources. That is the basic reason. If the government is in charge or have full control of the resources that come from Biafra land, nobody is going to ask you for dime, for any penny, in order for Biafra to be restored. No. So because we, the Biafran people, are the ones funding our recognition, our liberation, why the Nigerian government is still in position, is still in control of our natural resources. So that is the reason why we are demanding, we are asking, appealing to Biafrans to to come and to the rescue of the government, to loan the government these monies so that the government can use it to prosecute this war, chase these marauders from our land, take in control our natural resources. And you know how, blessed. Even if it trillions and trillions of dollars that you lend the government or a gemma, what we have in our land is more than enough to offset any bill, no matter how much it is, and even give you 100% interest rate on it. So the reason why the government is asking you to embrace this loan and loan it to your money is because we are not in control of our natural resources. And if we have this, we can guarantee you that the control of our natural resources will come earlier than expected, because it is this money that is expected at this time, so that we can be able, the liberation of the land can take a very drastic stage, can enter another stage whereby there will be a recognition and there will be total eviction, and that your money will be paid in full. And let me tell you, if you loan the government your money today and the government and Biafra is restored tomorrow, the government will still pay you that agreement, because we are a government of laws. We are a government that believe on the rule of law. So whatever the government pronounces, the government is going to abide by it. So, like I was saying, the government of Biafra guarantees you full repayment of the amount lent to Brgie plus 100% interest when freedom is restored and Biafran government is fully established in the homeland. But we want you to understand that it's only when this government is restored, when Biafra is restored, that you are going to get back your money. In other words, the government is encouraging you to make a fixed deposit on it. This is your freedom now, because the earlier you lend this government your money, the earlier freedom comes. I am telling you, if our government have $1 trillion, as I'm speaking to you right now, Biafra will come the next 1 week. Believe you me, Biafra will come the next 1 week. The reason why the government is asking for your loan is because a lot of Biafrans who are benefiting from the Nigerian system, who have those money, do not want to release it to the government. But these people, they are going to regret their action when the time comes. So let me continue. So the government is telling you partial, until Biafra is restored, partial or full withdrawal and repayment of the money lent is not permitted or possible, so that you are going to be aware that it is when Biafra is restored that this government can repay you back that loan and give you 100% interest rate on it. I want to assure you that if you can come out and loan government this your money restored more earlier than most people expected. Ego ji ọnụ. Ihe niile a na-emekwa n'ụba ego. Okay? Ọ bụghị this 1 naira, 2 naira anyị na-atụ kwa every Saturday may not be enough, because ndị na-eche obodo nche, the Biafran Defense Forces needed every necessary arms and ammunition that they need to protect Biafra land with. And you can't buy it with 2,000 ejemma or 20,000 ejemma, no. Okay? So they need to get this equipment in order to evade all these terrorists occupying our land. Very, very important. And if you are touched, if you are pained by the Nigerian government atrocity against our people, if you have so much respect for the Biafran Defense Forces who are defending our land, and if the lives of babies, women, and children in Biafra land are of concern to you, and you have this money, this is the time for you to embrace this IOU loan. This is very important. And another thing I want you to know, the Biafra Republic government in exile guarantees full confidentiality for all information supplied by the person that is lending this money. In other words, if you don't want to be known, if you want your privacy, if you want your information to remain secret to only you and the government, that is what the government even prefer. Okay? If you want to make your information known, no problem. But full confidentiality, the government is promising you that they are going to keep your information out of anybody's knowledge. You just like when you go to the bank and deposit your document and you leave it there. Nobody will be aware. This is what the BRGIE is going to make sure, that they guarantee full confidentiality on any information in relation to that money are given to it. Even if you are a Biafran working under the terrorist Nigerian state and you support Biafra, you can as well embrace this. You can as well embrace it. It's for your own good. Now, the Biafra Republic government now say there will be additional reward to the creditor when freedom is restored and the Biafran government is fully established in the homeland. Did you hear that? The government want to let you understand that outside the 100% interest rate they are going to pay on that money that you are going to lend them, when Biafra is in the homeland, there will be additional incentives, additional profit, additional things that are going to come because loan. The government may give you an award. You can never tell. So this is the more reason why, if you are a Biafran, you have to embrace this project. Another one, Brgie will email a certificate for each IOU loan to the creditor. You see, when you take up this challenge, when you embrace this loan, there will be a certificate that will be given to you as a proof of this loan that you gave to the government. Even when you are not there, your children, your family can use it to claim the money when the time is right. The certificate will be in accordance with the loan categories specified. You know, these loans have categories as well. But I want you to understand, achọrọ m ka ịghọta, that gọọmenti anyị na-asị, ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ka ihe ọbụla gbasara gị mana ego i nyere dis gọọmenti ka ọ ghara ịpụta ezi, ka ọ bụrụ ihe ekpuchiri ekpuchi, gọọmenti anyị dị ready to do that for you. Okay? Gọọmenti anyị ga-emeki sure na onye ọbụla sọpọtụrụ ya weta ego, ọ ga-ekpuchi ihe ọbụla gbasara onye ahụ ka ndị mmadụ ghara ịma, ka ọ nọ between gị nwa na gọọmenti ruo mgbe ị ga-achọ iwere ego gị, ọ mgbe ị ga-achọ, mgbe Biafra bịara, mgbe a ga-achọ ịkwụchi ụgwọ ahụ. So anyị na-eme encourage onye ọbụla ka anyị nwee ike tinye aka wee nabata ihe magburu onwe ya ka ọ bụrụ na iji ego a webatara ya gọọmenti, ọkwanụ ka ejie wee zọọ gị ndụ, wee zọọ obodo gị, wee zọọ ụmụ gị, wee zaa ana gị. Ọkwanye ya ka gọọmenti na-eme. Mana ọ bụrụ na echi gọọmenti nwee ike nweta Biafra, enweghị onye ga-ana gị ego. And ndị niile a nwekwara n'ego na-achọghị iwepụta ya, achọghị iji ya wee mee ka ndị be anyị nwere onwe anyị, ha ga-efi aka n'iru na ihe ọjọọ ha mere ndị Biafra. So this loan a na-ekwu okwu ya this loan a na-ekwu okwu ya ihe ọzọ anyị chọrọ ka anyị ghọta is that this loan a na-ekwu okwu ya nwere category, o nwere stage by stage. This loan, ego a na-ekwu okwu ya, o nwere by stage. Okay, dependere, ekere ya n'usoro n'usoro. Otu akara gị, asị otu akara nwanyị ya tụkwasị ya di ya. Ọ ihe dị oke mkpa na onye ọbụla na-arụ ọrụ nwere nwụọ nchọnchọ ego kwesịrị ịma na ihe a ihe kwesịrị omume ka o nwee ike sọpọtụ gọọmenti ka anyị nwee ike nwere onwe anyị. This loan has categories, okay? And the reason the government is asking for this loan is to make sure that Biafra is restored very, very quickly, so that we can go back to our land, we can develop it, and we can enjoy what our land can provide. It has not been easy, not for Biafrans in diaspora, not for Biafrans in the homeland, who are blessed in diaspora. Why are they not embracing this loan? There are Biafrans who are making waves all over the world. Why are they not embracing this loan? Recently, the World Igbo Congress want to establish a bank in America. These are the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ran to in 2015 and called upon these men and women, these technocrats, these engineers, these doctors, these nurses, these professors, these CEOs of industries, these MDs of companies. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ran to them, solicited for financial support in order to defend Biafra land of the impending doom of what is to come. They ignore that plea that are indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in 2015. And all those things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu complained about, they are now here with us. Look at what is happening in Okigwe, in Olu. Look at what is happening all over Biafran territory. That grace of Chukwukika, that the Biafran Defense Forces repelling all these attacks by the terrorist Nigerian state. And it's because of the little resources that they are getting that is propelling them. Imagine when they get all the full support of Biafrans who are doing well, who are making money in a diaspora. Imagine if they can loan this government $1 trillion, collectively $1 trillion. I am telling you, the next $1 trillion is even too much. $500 million. A Biafran can donate $500 million in diaspora. They have companies, they have industries. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appealed to these people to be able to prevent what is happening in Biafran land today. These are men and women who are doing exceptionally well all over the world, in America to be precise. But they ignored Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, that thing that our leader complained about is what is happening in Biafra land today. So these men, we are calling them now, once again, standing on the existing protocol of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to appeal to these men of goodwill, these Biafrans in diaspora, in all these organizations that you call Igbo and all the rest of them. We are appealing to you to come to the rescue land. Gbatara ndị bụ na enyemaka, unu gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. our land is going to be overrun if you people don't come now and support the freedom of your people. Very, very important. So the loan categories I want to mention to you are the highest of all. We call it the Californium category. There is the Californium category. In other words, that Californium category is the highest depending on the money that you have and you can lend to the government. And that amount is 101,000 ejema. 101,000 ejema. Loan the government 1,000 ejema. When Biafra is restored, you are going to get 101,000 ejema as the money that you loan to the government, and the 100% interest rate, the interest rate of that will be another 101,000 ejema. So together, when Biafra is restored, assuming you loan the government 101,000 ejema, when Biafra is fully restored in the homeland, you are going to walk home with 200 ejema and other benefits that will accrue to it. This is the category of the Californium. Californium, 101,000 ejema loan to the government, and you get 202,000 ejema when Biafra is fully restored. The second category, or one, two, three, four, five, six. Fourth category is what we call the diamond category. This diamond category is 51,000 to 100,000 ejema. So if you can loan the government 51,000 ejema, 52 to 100,000 ejema, you will be on that diamond category. 51,000 ejema till 100,000 ejema is on diamond category. So if you can 51,000, you have 52, you have 53. Starting from 51,000 to 100,000, then you are on diamond category. Okay? So in platinum, which is the fourth, is the platinum. The platinum is ranging from 26,000 ejema to 50,000 ejema. 26,000 ejema to 50,000 ejema will qualify you to platinum category. Then you come to the gold category. The gold category, you will have to give the government 11,000 to 25,000 ejema to qualify you to the gold category, to the golden category or gold category. Very important. Then the silver category is from 6,000 ejema to 10,000 ejema. You qualify for the silver category. Then the bronze category is the 1,000 ejema to 5,000 ejema. That is the first step. The first step of the loan is the bronze category. From the bronze, you get to the silver. From the silver, you get to the gold. For the gold, you get to the platinum. From the platinum, you go to the diamond. From the diamond, you get to the Californium, which is the highest category of the loan in the Biafran Republic government in exile. And every category have the same 100% interest rate. Okay? And there are added incentives, like the government has stipulated that when Biafra is restored, there will be an added incentives. Incentives. I want you to know that this is the loan category of the Biafra Republic government in exile under this special IOU loan. The first stage, if you can be able to cough out 1,000 to 5,000 a gemma or dollars as the case may be, you have qualified yourself with the bronze category, which is the first stage. Okay? Then the second stage, which is the silver, is from 6,000 a gemma to 10,000 a gemma, qualifies you for silver category. From silver, we move to the gold, which will be from 11,000 a gemma to 25,000 a gemma. We qualify you to the gold category. From the gold category, we now go to the platinum category. The platinum category ranges from 25,000 a gemma to 50,000 a gemma. And from platinum category, we go to the diamond category, which will be from 51,000 a gemma to 100,000 a gemma. And from the diamond, we get to the Californium. The Californium is from 101,000 a gemma to any amount that you can give. From 101, if you want to give 200, 300, 1 million, that is left for you, all falls into that Californium category. And the government is going to repay you back 100% interest rate on it. Very, very important. Then, I want to tell you what the government requires from you. If you are ready to embrace this special IOU loan, to make money for yourself, to make money for your generation, to save money for your children, to save money for the rainy day, this is an opportunity for you to do that. Requirement for Biafrans, first of all, for you to be a Biafran, if you are a Biafran by birth or by marriage, the first requirement is for Biafrans by birth or by marriage. Number two, friends or supporters of Biafran people's struggle for liberation and freedom from Nigeria government terrorist bondage. So if you are a friend of Biafra or a well-wisher of Biafra, you are also opportuned. You are also encouraged. You are also approved of to embrace this. The number three is that you must be above 18 years of age, because 18 years of age, then you will be regarded as an adult. Let it not be like somebody tricked you or somebody stole your money. No. And let me also let you understand that you can purchase, you can have multiple, you can have as many as possible IOU loans. If you want to embrace Californium, as well as embrace diamond, as well as embrace silver, as well as embrace bronze, it is all your depending on you. So you can have 3 IOU loans to your name. Okay, this is very important for people to understand. And this is done once you have agreed on one of it or multiple of it, then you will be given to fill. Okay, you will be given a form to fill. I want you to understand that when you have embraced this IOU loan, when you have agreed, having listened to what I've explained to you, contact the government of Biafra under the acting prime minister of Ogechukwu Nkere. Contact any of the ministers of the gospel, any of the ministers of Brgie. Our information minister is there. The most articulate minister, Snow, is there. Amobiane. We have Ogechukwu Nkere APM is there. Sonia Akbarawa is there. There are many, many of them. Sister Nkiru is there that you can approach so that the government can take every information about you. Like I said earlier, if you want to remain anonymous, you don't want your information to be known by people, it is also welcome. The government will guarantee your protection and the protection of your information. Very, very important. The reason why we are saying all this, the reason why we are telling you, Biafrans, is for you to understand that Biafra land is under siege. Biafra land is under siege as I speak to you right now. The Nigerian government are killing our people in Biafran territory. The reason why they are doing that, because they know we have limited resources to engage them. If we have all the necessary arms and ammunition, if we have all the necessary equipment, if we have all the necessary tools to confront these terrorists in our land, you will not see them in our territory. But because they know that we are somehow handicapped, because they know that we are not in control of our resources, that is why they are using those our resources to hold us hostage. They are selling our resources and using the proceeds to fight against us. So Biafrans, this is the program that we have this morning. Special IOU loan, fund Brgie recognition and liberation. The loan is to be used to fund the liberation and the recognition. And that is why we are appealing to you. Your money will be put into a very good use. The government will guarantee the repayment. The government will keep all your information secret as long as you want it to be secret. And once Biafra is restored, you are going to get back your loan. Very, very important, with 100% interest rate on it. Our people have died enough. Our people have died enough. The freedom that we are asking is here with us. Our leader told us that Biafra will be restored in our time. And yes, Biafra has been restored in our time. Our Prime Minister told us that Biafra must be free, that Biafra has been restored in 2023. Our acting Prime Minister now told us that Biafra is here. And yes, we have seen that Biafra is here. Okay? But we are asking for Biafra to be recognized and for that recognition to come and that liberation to happen. It is capital intensive. And we are appealing to you, Biafrans, all over the world, to come to the aid of the Biafran Republic government in exile. Embrace this special IOU loan. You are not going to regret. Your name will enter the book of Biafra. Your name will enter the archives of Biafra. Your name will be inscribed on the walls and on the monuments in Biafra when Biafra is restored. What honor is more greater than that when your generation, even the ones that have not been yet born, will now read about you because of your contribution that you made for them to be free. Ndị be anyị, ekenekwa m unu. Eji m ohere a na-ayọ nwoke, jikwa ohere a na-ayọ nwaanyị, ji ohere a na-ayọ ikwu na ibe, ndị enyi Biafra, ka unu gbatara ndị Biafra ọsọ enyemaka ebe ọbụla unu nọ. Achọrọ m ka unu mata na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na Maazị Simon Ekpa Njọkụ agbago anyị na ya enwetago onwe anyị. Anyị nwa ka ọ nọzi n'aka o. Ọ nọzikwa anyị n'aka ịkwakọrọ ngwongwo anyị si na Naịjirịa pụọ, isi na Naịjirịa ha ịchụpụ Naịjirịa na obodo anyị. Anyị ịchụpụkwa na Naịjirịa na obodo anyị n'aka anyị ka ọ nọ. N'aka anyị ka ọ nọ. N'ihi na ihe Chineke ji wee gọzie obodo anyị wụ Biafra, ndị Naịjirịa na-eji ya na-anụso anyị ọgụ. Ha ga mere mmanụ nke dị n'ala anyị, ha ere ya eji ya na-anụso anyị ọgụ. Ruo mgbe one ka anyị ga-ebilikwanụ wee ji aka anyị na-echekwa ihe ahụ Chineke ji wee gọzie anyị. Ọ ya mere anyị ji asị unu na inwere onwe anyị na-ekwu okwu ya, ọkwa n'ego ji ọrụ. Ọ ya ka anyị ji wepụta this IOU loan. Gọọmenti Biafra asị gị, ngị bịa gbajinye gọọmenti ego ọbụla ịgbazinyere gọọmenti anyị ga-akwụghachi gị, nyekwe gị ọmụrụ nwa n'ego ahụ nke ị nyere anyị. N'ihi na ọ wụ ego ahụ ga-eme ka anyị ga-egote ngwa agha niile anyị ga-eji wee lụso ndị zuu ọgụ, wee chụpụ ha n'ala anyị. Anyị chụpụhala ha n'ala anyị, ego ahụ nke ị nyere anyị, nke ị gbazinyere anyị, anyị ga-akwụchinye gị azụ mgbe ahụ anyị chụpụrụ ndị zuu n'ala anyị, wee mee ka gọọmenti anyị wee kwụrụ chịm n'obodo anyị bụ Biafra. Nke awụhụ ka ekwu okwu, ihe awụ ihe gọọmenti anyị na-ekwu. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwugo ya, Maazị Simon Ekpa Njọkụ ekwugo ya kwa, Maazị Ogechukwu Nkere bụ onye wụzi onye na-anọchite anya Prime Minista kịta ekwuokwana ya. Gọọmenti anyị ekwuo ya, ekwukwasị ya. Ndị be anyị ndị nwere ego, ndị nwere akụ na ụba, unu weta akụ na ụba ka anyị ji wee mee ka obodo anyị nwere onwe anyị. Unu afụgo n'otu ndị Naịjirịa ji wee na-ebuso anyị agha n'obodo anyị, na-achọ imebi na anyị, na-egbu ụmụ nwoke, na-egbu ụmụ nwaanyị, na-emebisi ihe dị n'obodo anyị. Ọ dịghị onye na-ekwuru anyị, ọ dịghị onye na-anụrụ anyị. Ndị na-anụrụ anyị na-ekwuru anyị bụ Maazị Simon Ekpa na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, anwụrụ ha wee nwụchie. Mana kịta ihe anyị chọrọ ịgwa ụnụ na anyị enwego gọọmenti na-ekwuru ọnụ anyị. Ọ gọọmenti a na-asị gị ngị bịa gbazinye ya ego, n'ihi na gọọmenti anyị enweghị ego. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ anyị na ihe niile na mmanụ niile a na-amị na obodo anyị na ọ na-anyị n'aka, gọọmenti agaghị asị gị binye ego. Mbanụ. Ya ka gọọmenti ji esi gị na mgbe ọbụla anyị nwetara onwe anyị, ego ọbụla nke ịgbazinyere ya, a ga-akwụghachi gị mmaji pụrụ mmaji, wee kenekwa gị, wee nwee ihe ndị ọzọ ga-eso ego ahụ nke ịgbanyere gọọmenti wee bịa. enwe ihe ọma dị iche iche ọ ga-ewetara gị. Bikonu, asị eme ngwa ngwa emeghara ọdachi. Otu a ndị Naijiria na-egbusi ndị be anyị, ndị yuutu nọ n'ala Igbo, ọwa otu a ka ọ kwesịrị ịdị. Ọ dị unu mma? N'ihi na anyị ma na ọtụtụ unu nwere ụdị ego a. Ọtụtụ unu nwere ụdị ego a n'ọba ego dị iche iche na mba ụwa. Ọbụladịkwa na Naijiria, ọtụtụ unu nwere ụdị ego a, mana unu achọghị iwepụta ya. Unu echefuokwa na ọ bụrụ na enwe ihe mere unu, ego ahụ nọ na unu hapụrụ na bank enwezighị onye nwe ya. Naijiria enwerekwa etinye na nke ha nwere enwe, wee ji ya na-alụso anyị ọgụ. So bikonu, anyị na-ayọ nwoke, na-ayọ nwaanyị, na-ayọ ikwu, na-ayọ ibe, na-ayọ ndị enyi, ka unu gbatara gọọmenti anyị ọsọ enyemaka, ka anyị nwee ike nụọ ọgụ Biafra, ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Anyị ga-ejizi ihe a Chineke ji wee gọzie ya wee dozie obodo anyị. Biko na otu a ka ọ ra anyị n'ọnụ. Gọọmenti anyị sị, ọ bụrụkwa na ị chọghị ka a mara gị na ị nyere anyị ụdị ego a, nsogbu adị. Anyị ga-echege dị, anyị ga-emeki sure na enweghị onye ma maka gị. Bikonu, kwadonu, meenụ ngwa ngwa ka emeghara ọdachi. Ndewonu. So onye nwere ike ịbata, ya bata ka o kwuo okwu. If you want to join us, please come and join us and say what you have to say, and make your comment or contribution. Please, very, very important. Having said that, I want to put the link so that people can join while I play the voice of our leader, Mazin Nandikan. Thank you so much for being part of this program. The line is open for everybody. If you want to make your comment, the line is
the zoo called Nigeria till today. A part of Britain have now said that they're going to divide. They will leave. Scotland will leave. Wales will leave. Northern Ireland will join the Irish Republic. Nigeria, you don't know if Nigeria is Christian or in fact it is Islamic. So for me to accept the multiculturalism being preached by the US ambassador, I have to embrace Islam as my religion. That's what it means. And some of you get taken in by all this rubbish. And I feel sorry for you. Yeah, sometimes when I say, they say I'm being very arrogant. If you are educated, you will understand that no nation is multicultural. They allow other cultures to come in. It doesn't mean they're multicultural. They have a viable space where multicultural ideas or identities can thrive. But the foundation has to be monolithic. It has to be one dominant value system and ideology. That's how it is all over the world. Don't let anybody fool you otherwise. That is the same reason why you have this anomaly. In a so-called republic, you have royal fathers in a republic. Because you are trying to shuffle.
My brother Rage and Fury, good morning from here. Thank you for joining me.
Good morning, my beloved comrade. Thank you very much. Okay, so can I take it off from here?
Take it off from there.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, my dear brother David Nana. Thank you for the great work you are doing for the Biafran people.
Thank you, bro.
I follow the light. Thank you. My greetings goes to all our leaders, from him Adinebo Juku Felicitation of blessed memory. May their memories be a blessing to us in our journey to freedom. And greetings to our father Asera who was directly for the road of slave before he was saved with prayer and evil. Greetings to our maybe Martin, the Ohamadike one of Biafra land, the conqueror, the conquered Nigeria with truth, and conquer the heart of our people as well by making us understand that freedom is all we need. Not every year, not every 4 years, election of renewing our suffering, our pain, our death, and all the calamities that have come on us. I greet the conqueror, His Excellency the Kano, with the two
Yes,
son of
so
Biafra. Yes. And special greetings to our beloved Prime Minister, the pride of Biafra, the dignity of Biafra, the bravery of the Biafra people, the defender of the Biafran babies, women and children, youth, both fathers and mothers, especially Christians, Christians that are Christians. Greetings to him. I greet you,
I can't
our
hear
Prime
you.
Minister.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? Okay, I greet
Yes, we can hear
you,
you
our
now.
Your Excellency
Okay.
Prime Minister Simon. Thank you for fighting from the European Court right there in Finland. Thank you for holding us strong for your people. You have not given up on your people. Greetings to the acting Prime Minister, His Excellency Ikere, that the enemies have fought so hard to bring down. They peddle all manner of propaganda and lies that the acting Prime Minister was appointed by CROC and CROC can also bring it down. Then I ask the question, does an appointed office like the electoral office body that is saddled with the responsibility to conduct election, or the judiciary that is saddled with the responsibility to carry out judgment to settle issues and matters, or every other body for that matter, be it the advisory committee, do they have the power to sack? Do they have the power to appoint a president or a prime minister? That is one question that comes to mind. But all these Nigerian people, they always go with the Nigerian mentality because in Nigeria,
Yes.
It is INEC that decide the next president. It is the court that decide the next president, not the people. But in a
Not the
sane and
people.
civilized community, yes. But in a sane and civilized community, society, it is the people that elect the president. It is the people that elect the prime minister. It is the people that elect the governors. That in Nigeria, reverse is the case. So when you see these people coming up with the propaganda that it is the CROC, BAC that appointed acting prime minister, then you realize that these are Nigerians that are coming in with the Nigerian mentality. And this is why I wrote on X that if a 1 day program could be hosted to really educate our people, if we will do it in our mother's tongue, to make our people understand that appointed offices cannot install president or a prime minister or acting prime minister.
Yes.
The vote, that office is voted for by the people or the people's representative. That is the only way you can have an officer coming from such offices. You understand? So I don't know if they can hold a program like that in space to educate our people, to put all these
Okay.
propaganda and lies to permanent sleep and rest. I would have really appreciated it. You understand? But notwithstanding, we move
No
forward.
problem.
Yeah. So that aside, I would also want to speak on your topic this morning about the investment on the IOU and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, any investment that is made or that is put on the IOU program, which is instituted by the BRGIE, is a very good investment. Every support that is given in defense of the Biafran babies, women, and children through the IOU is a very good support. And it's a very, very good support. It is a support for humanity. It is a support for life, you understand? And I need the world to really support and encourage it, you understand? With the hope that at the end of the day, every every support, every support you made, every support you made will be given back. So I really encourage the world that investing on the Biafra IOU is a very good step. It's a good investment, and don't close your eyes and watch innocent babies and women being killed, especially at this critical time. Biafrans, we must unite. We must come together and fund our defense. Otherwise, they will kill us all. The latest one that I heard from the Honorable Minister of Information is that Donald Trump has approved the sale of rockets and bombs to Nigeria. We that are Christians and Biafrans, we are the target. Like I've always said, we have many international support. A lot of big and established countries are backing all these terrorists. When you come there, they kill our babies, they kill Christians, they massacre innocent civilians. Nobody is coming to help you. You understand? Anybody that decides to support terrorist country, so long as you don't have the power to match that person, all you could do is cry and cry there. The only wise thing that you can do is to come together, donate for your defense. Donate. If somebody is free to come and kill you, but you are also free to stand up and defend yourself. You are free to stand up and defend yourself. So it is up to us if we are going to be wiser, because after they buy these weapons from America, the following day you see them using them in Biafra land to kill our innocent people, to kill our innocent women and children and babies, to kill the Biafra defense forces that are standing to defend helpless babies, children and civilians, especially we that are Christians, majorly, you understand? We are the target. If you are putting your hands thinking that somebody is coming to help you, my brothers and my sisters, help is coming from nowhere. The help you deserve is with you. There are some people may write on paper, speak on paper that they don't like the killing of Christians and stuff like that. But these very people, they are selling even more sophisticated weapons to a known terrorist country, a known terrorist army where so-called repented Boko Haram are recruited back into the military. Yeah, man, yeah, let us be wise. Let us wake up and do the next thing. If we don't,
Yes, so
they will kill us all. But at the same, my brother, I really want to say a very big thank you for this program. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you for your commitment and your dedication. Something when I look at you and our mother Betty Ford is not even resting at all. In the morning, she will come to YouTube. After YouTube, throughout the space, you will see her there. She still goes to you, still goes to you, and she teaches. You will be on the street talking from morning to night. Most time, nobody is picking the mic. It's not because Biafrans do not want to pick up the mic, but they are engaged in their daily activity that does not give them the freedom to pick up the mic to speak about the freedom of their people. This is why we all need to wake up. When you cannot speak when you want to speak, when you cannot eat when you want to eat, when you cannot wake up when you want to wake up, when you cannot sleep when you want to sleep, when you cannot travel when you want to travel, it means that you don't have freedom. We must all come together and think
yes,
about it. We must all come together and fund our freedom. We need to be free. We need to be free. And anybody that is betraying this freedom, that person has been caught already. And to some of you that are being deceived, it's quite unfortunate, especially here at home. I heard a woman lamenting that during the. Am I still coming out? I hope I'm still coming out, sir. Am I still coming out?
you are.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
you are.
I heard a woman lamenting that they suffered so much during the referendum. They were doing grassroots work. just like every one of us here. He was lamenting that suffer so much. And he forget that this very referendum was organized by the Biafra Republic government in exile. But today she find herself in another government called, or in another sabotaging group called USB Charger Nigeria. You understand? So how can you reconcile all of these things when the referendum you suffered for was organized by the BRGIA? But today you go with a sabotaging group called USB Charger Nigeria. Does it match? Does it make sense? So if you are being deceived, I don't really understand that the people that are involved in the war, the military that are involved in the war, you have seen them in the war front, and they have told you that if you want to support, you can support through this channel. And you are still going to ask a faceless person, where do we donate? And the person is blunt enough to tell you, I can't tell you where to donate, which means don't donate. Hold your money. And you are still following this kind of people. Is it because your mother has not been raped? Is it because your brother has not been killed, like the brother of Commander Gentle was killed? Is it because your babies have not been burnt alive? Is it because of that? Is it because it has not gotten to you that you are putting up this kind of behavior? But I don't really know what to say. We are not going to give up. We are not going to be discouraged. Thank you very much, my brother. Let me yield the mic here. Thank you so much.
So much. Before you go, the loan has 100% interest rate on it. How do you encourage Biafrans? Because that can give you 100% interest. But this one,
Sure.
the government makes it 100% and even tell them that there is more incentives when Biafra is restored. What do you have to say about that, brother?
Thank you so much, my brother. This is the best investment I've ever seen on earth. I think this investment should enter Guinness Book of Record, because there is no business that
Exactly.
you are going to have 100% interest in return. You understand? That is why Biafra is one of the light that is going to save the world. You understand? So investing in Biafra is the best investment. And secondly, beyond that interest or the return that you are going to get, you must understand that your investment in the IOU is investment to humanity. It's investment to save the lives of babies, women, and children, which we are all fighting for, we are all speaking for today. It's an investment to save a fellow brother, a fellow sister, who is in his homeland. He did not travel to another man's land. But the terrorists, they carried with the backup of the international community, they come to our land to kill us, to see that our race goes into extinction. Like the space we had yesterday, we spoke about a lot of things that have gone into extinction. And I narrated a lot of things, like growing up as a child. We used to do all this hide and seek, where we enter the bush. You'll be finding us in the night too. You understand? Especially when the moon is on. So we'll be looking for those that are hiding. You pick them out. If you are caught, you'll be the one to be searching for the people that are hiding. You understand? But today, all this kind of play, you don't find them in Biafra land again. There's another one. Our parents will call us in the evening, and they will begin to tell us stories. Tale by moonlight. I think that's what they call the story. They tell the story about tortoise. We call Egberi Iyo. This is why our mother, who sang, "There is no place like home, home sweet home. When I go south, west, east, and north, I will always come back home." That is Evie Edna Ogoli. You understand? She's a Biafran woman. She said there's no place like home. When she goes south, west, east, and north, she will always come back home. But for many years now, she has been away from home because she can't find greener pasture at home in Biafra land. She can't find better life at home in Biafra land. A land that he is in Paris. For many years, she has not come back home. How long are we going to keep living like this? Probably the only time she will come when she learns that probably one of her person died. She'll come back. Or at the end of the day, some of our people that are even that travel like this, the only time they come back is when they are dead and they fly their dead body back. You understand? This is why we are fighting for Biafra, where our mothers, our brothers and sisters, our loved ones can stay together in Biafra land, get a better life, get greener pasture. They don't need to travel out. You understand? So what am I trying to say? Investing on the IOU is investing in the life of humanity. Is saving humanity. Is saving our race from going into extinction. Most of this culture, most of these beautiful things that brought love amongst us that we used to do, they have all gone into extinction. This other thing that I was talking about has gone into extinction. The tale by moonlight that our parents used to tell us have gone into extinction. Most of the food that we used to eat, most of the animals that we used to see, they have gone into extinction. Most of the culture have gone into extinction as a result of what these people have declared upon us. So investing on the IOU loan, number one, you are saving the life of humanity. You are saving the lives of baby, children, and women. You are saving the lives of old fathers and mothers of Biafra. You are saving the lives of especially Christians that are the direct victims of this genocide and every other religion in our land. You understand? So it goes beyond the 100% interest. And to climb it up, 100% interest is not a joke. For instance, if you invest the Californium, $101,000, right? If you invest that now, you are going to get double of that amount with likely other interest. Because with the joy, when we have our freedom, with the joy that you support us to defend our babies, women, and children, to protect our land, to get our freedom, we can even do more. You understand? But the agreed amount now is 100%. That is a great deal. When are you going to have such investment? You understand? So, my people, those of you that are abroad, those of you that have been blessed, even those of you that don't have, nobody that has enough. From your little, you can still do what you can do. You understand? Our mother, I love Akumbodo, said yesterday, if you fight for your freedom, I fight for my freedom. We will all achieve our freedom at the end of the day. She also said that the goat that belongs to so many people dies of hunger because this one will say Mr. A will bring food to the goat. Mr. B will bring food to the goat. Mr. C will bring food to the goat. At the end of the day, nobody brings food to the goat, and the goat dies of hunger. So, my people, let us know that Biafra freedom is our thing, is my thing. Let us address it that way. You that has little, contribute little. You that have much, contribute much. And at the end of the day, unanimously, we are going to get this freedom. Thank you very much. Let me drop the mic here.
Thank you so much, Reg and Fury, and thank you for coming to the question. We really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Biafrans, you have listened to
Respect
our
to you.
brother Reg. He has said it all. You have said it all. Investment to the IOU loan is an investment on the lives of our people, as investment on saving the life of women and children who are under the subjugation and the harassment of the terrorist Nigerian state. And beside this IOU loan, it is profit oriented. Everybody goes into business for profit. So if you want to make profit, if you want to make profit, this is the time for you to embrace this IOU loan. Very, very important, so that the government can use it to prosecute this war. And whilst we are free, you are going to get double of that amount that you have loaned to the government. Very, very important. Thank you so much, Rage, for being part of this program. Yes, Biafrans all over the world. I really appreciate every one of you for being part of this program. You can still make your comment or your contribution, or you can call on the line that you see on the screen, plus 258 5692392. Very, very important. And make your contribution.
Culturalism. You're trying to marry the feudal system of the North, the monarchical system of the West, and the Republican system in the East, to marry them into one. And what you have is entirely rubbish, and that is why Nigeria can never work. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Competing value systems. Nobody wants their own value system to be subsumed under another person's value system. This is something that the US ambassador never told you. But here I am telling you today. Because if you come here, you become educated. If you come here, you become enlightened. If you come here, you stop being a zoo animal, you become a human being. That is why we are the largest and, of course, the most consistent broadcasting platform insofar as Africa is concerned, right across the world. Millions listen to us because they know we preach the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That is why this very day, because you are in one Nigeria, in multiculturalism, the army.
That is why we are doing what we are doing. One Nigeria has not benefited anybody. Rather, one Nigeria is taking the lives of our people and children. And we must put a stop to that. One way to put a stop to that is to support the Biafran Defense Forces, is to fund your liberation and the recognition. Fund it at this time. That is the only way that Nigeria can be evicted from Biafran territory. I want you to understand that. We have suffered much in that contraption called Nigeria, and we don't want to continue to suffer. Our people have died enough. We want people to come and fund the Biafra recognition at this time. The Biafra liberation. We want you to embrace the special IOU loan. You are going to make money for yourself and save your generation and safeguard the lives of the women and children. My wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom. The war that is on our domot, we need to defend our women and children. The Nigerian government has brought this war upon us. We need to fight this war and win. We need to fight this war and we need to fight this war and win. Very, very important. The war is capital intensive. We don't have all the resources that we need because we are not in control of our resources. And that is why we are calling on you to embrace this special IOU loan, where you are going to use money to make money for yourself. You are going to use money and make money for yourself as well. So very, very important. Having said that, I appreciate every one of you who joined me this morning. Please, I really appeal to every one of you who have not, subscribed to this channel. Please, way you can assist me at this particular time, because I want this information to go wide. This is the time for you to assist what we are doing. Join us, create this awareness so that people will join and send the message. Very, very important. Having said that, while I play this music, I want you to reflect on what needs to be done for Biafra to be restored. Very, very important.
People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu, are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they worked very hard, they built houses, they built mansions, they developed the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. World aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council, where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century, moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. These are people that have prepared for you to sell you down the drain. By the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant.
Yes, our leader have just said it. By the time, if you don't rise up now, if you don't rise up to support the Biafran Defense Forces, if you don't rise up to embrace this special IOU loan, these people, they are going to overrun Biafra land. But Chukwokika Abiyama will not allow that to happen. So having said that, I appreciate every one of you who was part of this program. Please subscribe to my channel. That's the only way you can help me for now, so that this awareness that we are creating are going to go wide. Okay? I salute our leader, Mazin Nandekano. I appreciate what he has done for our freedom. I also appreciate the services of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I also appreciate the commitment of our acting Prime Minister, his consistency. Ogechukwu Nkere. My Information Minister, Sonny Akbarawa, I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you for what you are doing for the people of Biafra. Biafrans who are donating, supporting our freedom, thank you so much. And Biafrans who will embrace this special IOU loan, I appreciate every one of you as well. This loan is going to be profitable to you, be profitable to your generation, and give you more money, add more money to your business. 100% interest rate. 100% interest rate is something that you should embrace at this particular time. The silver, the bronze, the silver, the diamond, the platinum, the californium. These are stages and categories of this loan. And any amount that you loan the government, you have 100% interest rate return on it. So thank you so much for being part of this program. Airborne to the Biafran Defense Forces. Thank you so much. And goodbye from here. See you same time tomorrow. There one and bye.